Greetings, nerds, and this is a pretty strange and unusual art video that we're about to do. You already saw the thumbnail and the title of this video. For the first time ever for any social media platform, which is YouTube. YouTube is pretty much the only platform that I'm using to do this type of art challenge. Yes, we're going to be using a dry erase board and a couple markers, but I can only use my mouth.
What?
I can't use my hands whatsoever. I can't use my left hand, which is my strongest hand. I can't use my least dominant hand, which is specifically my right hand. Again, I can only use my mouth to work on a few drawings. I don't even know how many drawings we're going to end up doing in this video. I don't know why. I don't know what made me even do this art video, this art challenge. I kind of feel slightly lazy. I was going to actually continue working on the drawing of Dan TDM, but I'm going to worry about that for the future. I was originally going to post a Dan TDM drawing video. Again, we're going to do that for some other time. I want to do something that we haven't really done before. It's been a long time since I used a dry erase board. I remember, man, going all the way back to elementary school, my elementary school days, my middle school days, even high school days. Yeah, I had to use chalkboards and dry erase boards. I don't know if we're gonna actually use chalkboards for this channel. We got the dry erase board, a marker, more markers, we got the eraser here, and this like fluid that cleans the dry erase board nice and well. Good old Expo, can't go wrong with Expo. Very cheap dry erase board, and whatever brand this is, it's nice enough to offer a very cheap marker. Let's go ahead and start this art challenge. Again, I can only use my mouth to work on a few drawings in this video, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and start drawing. So for the first drawing we did, we drew a nice and simple farm. Only a few things. I didn't draw any animals at all because I was so lazy, kind of lazy to draw some animals like a cow, a pig, you know, a chicken. So we just only stuck with the much more essential things that a farm needs, you know, the barn, the sun. The sun obviously provides energy for all of us. Humans and animals, even plants. And yeah, we drew a windmill and a fence. We also drew a chimney that goes to the barn. I don't know if all barns got a chimney. I'm sure they do, but the barn that I ended up drawing looked more like a house. It kind of looked like a barn because of the way the roof is. And yeah, I was struggling several times trying to draw a barn. It's like I had Alzheimer's, and I could take it as a joke. You know, take it as a joke, nerds. I don't actually get Alzheimer's, but once I get older, I'm for sure gonna have that disease or anything else. Maybe my trick to doing this challenge where you're drawing by only using your mouth is to keep an eye on the tip of a writing utensil you're using. A pen or a marker, much like how you're playing baseball when you're getting ready to use a baseball bat and getting ready to hit a baseball. It's, you know what they say, keep an eye on the ball. You know, you gotta have those nice and sturdy eyes in order to get a perfect swing and to get a perfect hit. Home runs are quite difficult to pull off. And I wasn't one of the most athletic students in my schools. I was a freaking noob. I was a wimp. I'm still a wimp to this day, and I can deeply embrace it. We also drew a sun for the first drawing. We did in total 5 drawings in this video, and that was literally it. And these drawings took like way over 10 minutes to do. I kind of took my time, but I did rush through some portions of the 5 drawings we did in this art video. So the next drawing we did in this art video is a tropical beach, and this is probably one of my least ones in this video that ended up getting uploaded into this channel, because the fact is I kind of rushed through the palm trees. There were like not too many palm trees I drew. I wanted to make room for other things that you're gonna end up seeing in the background. You know, the mountains, the clear sky. I could have drew some clouds, but I never thought about the clouds. We also got the water, but that's not really part of the background. It's covering almost half of the drawing on the dry erase board. We also got the sand, and I drew a tiny lifeguard tower. I probably could have started over, but I was like, hey, I gotta get moving. I want to move on to a different drawing after drawing the tropical beach that is really mediocre-ish. Is mediocre-ish even a real word? It sounds like a real word, but it sounds goofy at the same time. You know what else is goofy? Me, for doing this absurd and silly but fun art challenge. I could have took my time drawing the palm leaves. Oh well, whoops. I'll admit it, it's my fault, but I was able to redeem myself for this drawing. The third drawing that we're working on right now is a small playground, a tiny playground or a park that these little kids would head to. And this makes me want to become a kid again. It sucks growing up so much, but every single human has to go through the certain stages of life. They would start off as a baby, then they become a toddler, a kid, a teen, or adolescents, Wait, adolescent, I mean, not adolescents. Adolescent, there we go. An adult, an elderly person, and then deaf. Same old stuff, like how you're climbing a mountain and then you're going all the way back down. You get what I'm trying to say, nerds? So, we drew a tree, a slide, and that little, hut thing. A roof, there we go, a roof. Just in case if it rains, as the kids are playing outside. We got a sun. We drew a couple swings and a trampoline that's so close to the tree. What if a kid ends up using the trampoline and then crashes into that tree? He or she accidentally hits his or her head from a tree branch, and then the kid starts crying. Nah, that's effed up. What was I thinking? I could have drew the trampoline far away from the tree. For the fourth drawing that we did, which is probably my least one in this video, and I regret it a little bit for working on this drawing right now. Right now, this is the bridge that we're working on. So yeah, sometimes I am able to concentrate really well on what I'm doing, but I would end up losing my concentration, take my mind away from what I'm doing for these videos, and I would just not be able to know where I am and screw up really easily. That's exactly what happened for this art video. The next time I do this art challenge, I'm gonna make sure I focus as hard as I can, because doing these drawings that look like that literally look like they came from a 4-year-old or even a 6-year-old. But doing this art challenge, it's actually genuinely a challenge. Seriously, it is. I'm not sure if I use my weakest hand to work on a few drawings is going to be easier than drawing by only using my mouth. I don't know if it's going to be easier or harder, or just as hard as drawing by only using your mouth. I feel like it's gonna be just as hard as using your mouth, but I'm gonna do that one day. For the fifth and final drawing that we worked on in this art video, it is basically a computer setup. Yeah, that's it, a computer setup. Unlike most gamers out there from continent to continent, I got a camcorder, a couple memory cards that go to the camcorder, a microphone that goes to the camcorder, the microphone I'm using right now to produce these commentating, my poor commentating skills, my Windows 11 laptop, a couple ring lights, a couple face cams, and yeah, that's my setup. I don't have a PC. One day, I'm gonna get a PC for my secondary channel, which is my gaming channel. Yeah, can you believe it, nerds? But yeah, that's to be decided. Well, why don't I start working at a job and start making the bread, and then I'll be able to get a PC. Yeah, I can't believe I just said that to myself. What am I? A monster? A nerd? Well, I'm a nerd. I'm just a normal nerd that loves to do art for fun. Yeah, end of story. The chair I drew literally looked like part of a graveyard, you know, one of those tombstones from a graveyard, so I decided to stick with a much more easier chair to draw, like from the side. And that's all of the drawings we did for this art video. I'm gonna go ahead and rank the 5 drawings we did from, in my opinion, from worst to best. I'm gonna start with the bridge. The bridge literally looks like it costed $100 to construct. I mean, it easily looks like it's about to collapse. Like, it won't even last, like, it just won't even last, like, 10 seconds or something, or a little bit longer, maybe like 90 seconds, and then boom, it's gonna collapse, it's dead. So the second drawing, I'm gonna go with the tropical beach. The palm trees could have been a little bit more prettier if I took my time a lot more. The water kind of saved the drawing, but it wasn't enough to save it all the way. The third drawing, I'm gonna go with the computer setup. I mean, the drawing doesn't look that bad. I mean, look, it's not terrible, but it's also not awesome looking, so there we go, it's just right, dead in the middle, it's neutral looking, there we go. The fourth drawing and the fifth drawing, the last two are actually tough to me. I mean, it honestly is tough because they both look equally well made, even though this is a really hard art challenge where you're only using your mouth, so you can't use your hands. Drawing without your hands. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the farm because it's lacking a small amount of details. I could have added a bit more details to the farm. And the fifth drawing, the playground or a park, is the winner. It takes the home run. Yeah, it's the MVP of the park because there's a little bit more details to the park drawing that we did. So there you go, nerds. I hope you nerds enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I can't wait to do more art challenges like this. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, and feel free to follow me across social media. And thanks for watching, I appreciate your time.